The diplomatic chamber aboard the Celestial Harmony hummed with translated conversations as humanity's first official contact with the Zephyrian Empire entered its third day. William Chen, a junior cultural attaché, stood beside Ambassador Melissa Torres, watching the elegant Princess Zalvara glide across the crystalline floor. Her species, tall, ethereal beings with bioluminescent skin that shifted through shades of violet and gold, had never encountered humans before. "Remember," Melissa whispered to William, "the Zephyrians considered directness to be the highest form of respect. No euphemisms, no dancing around subjects." William nodded, straightening his uniform. He'd studied the briefing materials obsessively. The Zephyrians had evolved from prey species, developing advanced sensory organs and lightning-fast reflexes. Their culture valued honesty above all else, considering indirect speech a form of predatory deception. Princess Zalvara approached, her retinue following at a respectful distance. Her four eyes, two forward-facing, two on the sides of her head, fixed on the human delegates. "Ambassador Torres, Attaché Chen, your species fascinates us. We have many questions. We're honored to answer them." "Your Highness," Melissa replied, bowing in the Zephyrian manner, palms forward, fingers spread. The princess's skin flickered with curious amber tones. "We've observed your delegation for 3 cycles now. Tell me, why do humans constantly position themselves behind one another? Our behavioral analysts find this peculiar." William glanced at Melissa, confused. The ambassador's brow furrowed. "Behind one another, Your Highness? Could you clarify?" "Yes. In your recreation areas, your meal consumption zones, even during formal processions. Humans frequently stand in lines, one behind another, staring at each other's posterior regions." "Is this a dominance display? A mating ritual?" Several Zephyrian courtiers leaned forward, their skin patterns shifting to attentive greens and blues. Clearly, this question had been the subject of significant debate among their scientists. William felt heat rising to his cheeks as understanding dawned. "Oh, Your Highness, that's how we queue. We form lines to wait for things in an orderly fashion. But why stare at the gluteal region of the person ahead?" Princess Zalvara's forward eyes blinked in genuine confusion. "Your species evolved as pursuit predators, yes? Is this instinctual targeting behavior?" Melissa cleared her throat, struggling to maintain diplomatic composure. "We don't actually stare at, that is, we're not focusing on that particular, we're just waiting patiently." The princess tilted her head, a gesture that conveyed skepticism in Zephyrian body language. "Our observations suggest otherwise. When humans queue, their visual attention repeatedly returns to the posterior of the individual ahead. We documented this behavior 17,000 times across your delegation." William realized with growing horror where this was heading. The Zephyrians had been watching them through security cameras, analyzing human behavior with the same scientific rigor they'd apply to studying any new species. And because their own species had eyes on the sides of their heads, they couldn't understand the simple mechanics of human queuing. "Your Highness," William began carefully, "humans have forward-facing eyes only. When we stand in line, we're facing forward naturally. We're not specifically looking at anyone's posterior. That's just where our eyes point when we face the same direction." The princess's skin flashed brilliant gold. Surprise. "You cannot see to your sides?" "Not without turning our heads," Melissa confirmed. "Our binocular vision gives us excellent depth perception for tool use and, as you noted, pursuit hunting. But our peripheral vision is limited." "Remarkable." Princess Zalvara moved closer to William, her face uncomfortably near his as she examined his eyes. "So when humans form these lines, they are simply facing forward, not engaging in posterior assessment?" "Exactly," William said, trying not to flinch from her proximity. "Though I have to say, Your Highness, you have nothing to worry about in that department." The chamber fell silent. Every Zephyrian in the room froze, their skin patterns flickering to confused static. Princess Zalvara's four eyes widened simultaneously, and her bioluminescence began cycling through colors William had never seen in the briefing materials. Rapid shifts between deep crimson, pale pink, and something that looked like mortified purple. "William," Melissa's voice carried a warning tone. "Wait, what?" William's mind raced back through his words. "I just meant that since she's Zephyrian, the whole queuing thing doesn't... Oh no." Princess Zalvara's skin had settled into a steady, deep magenta that her retinue seemed to find absolutely shocking. Several courtiers' mouths opened in their species equivalent of gasps. The princess's forward eyes remained fixed on William while her side eyes darted around the chamber, as if looking for escape routes. Did a human just assess my reproductive morphology? The princess asked quietly. I didn't mean, William stammered. I was trying to say that you don't need to worry about humans looking at your, because the queuing thing was a misunderstanding. I wasn't commenting on your actual. Attaché Chen, Melissa interrupted firmly, is attempting to clarify that he made no assessment of your physical form, Your Highness. His statement was meant to be reassuring about the queuing misunderstanding, not a commentary on your anatomy. The princess's skin began to fade from magenta to a lighter shade of pink. I see, this is a translation error. A catastrophic one, Melissa agreed, shooting William a look that promised a very long conversation later. But something unexpected happened. Princess Zalvara's skin suddenly flickered with gold. Amusement. Do human males often become this flustered when they commit diplomatic incidents? Frequently, Melissa said dryly. It's practically a tradition. The princess's laughter was like wind chimes, musical and surprisingly warm. How wonderfully honest. No deception, no calculated words, just genuine mortification. She turned to her retinue. This is why I find humans so refreshing. They wear their intentions as clearly as we wear our skin patterns. William felt his own face burning red, which only made the princess laugh harder. Look, he even changes color like we do. Remarkable. She moved closer again, this time with scientific curiosity rather than confusion. Your species displays emotional states through blood flow to the face? Unfortunately, yes, William muttered. Princess Zalvara's skin settled into warm amber, the color of friendship and approval. Attaché Chen, you have taught me more about human honesty in 30 seconds of mortification than 3 days of careful diplomatic speech could accomplish. Perhaps your accidental posterior commentary was exactly the breakthrough our species needed. Melissa raised an eyebrow. Your Highness? My analyst will be pleased to know that human queuing is simply biomechanical necessity, not complex social signaling. And I have learned that humans can be charmingly, painfully direct even when they don't intend to be. The princess extended her hand in the human gesture she'd learned. I believe our peoples will understand each other very well. Ambassador Torres. As Melissa shook the princess's hand, William heard her whisper, You and I are having a very long talk about diplomatic protocol. Attaché. But Princess Zalvara winked at him, all 4 eyes closing briefly in succession, her skin glowing with amused gold. Sometimes, William reflected, the most honest diplomatic incidents were the most effective ones, even if they involved accidentally commenting on an alien princess's butt.